thing with you while I'm walking down the road with my head in my hand. I'm looking for a woman.
Truth? I haven't been laid in a long time. So imagine my surprise as I approached 3 beautiful European women from behind. You stand at the hostel, I ask, hoping to hear a resounding yes of inviting tones. Yes, I'd like to see your room, I'd respond. No, I don't mind if you take that off. Fantasies. Strangely, I'm actually a good guy, ladies. As evident by our immediate taking to each other, I've long accepted my imminent plummet into the friend zone. So I thrust all prudent desires aside and delved into the abyss of non-threatening laughter and asexual dialect. With clock ticking and single-minded opportunity lingering, it was time for a test. Group hug, I yelled. If left alone and looked at like a fool, then a fool I would be. But if embraced by 3 chunks of warm nougaty goodness, it's sad to say, but I still believe I had a chance. With which one, you might ask? And I'd hate you if you did. I ain't got the slightest of ideas. Damn those Norwegian factories for pressing so many mints of blonde bombshells and beautiful busty brunettes. But with clock... So, as we made our plans for the next day, I walked away and I remember thinking 3 simple things. I hope they gave me the right name. And room number. Damn, yeah, I hope they let me in. I could describe these women, but I cared more about the fact that they actually existed than their measurements or the colors of their eyes. Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see what just happened there? Morning, ladies. It was the morning of a long day of deep moments together. We'd relax and listen to music and talk about their freaky nicknames for each other. I called them the Cannibal, Legs, and Pillow Chest. And after my first few hours with them, one thing was obvious to me. I wouldn't have a small piece of each of them. Is that greedy? Is having a small, hour-long makeout session with each of the vixens really asking so much? Really? See, I didn't think so. And I knew you'd understand. Eat your heart out, Leif Erikson. So the next day, I showed up prepped for another all-dayer, consistently reminding myself, you just met them Friday. There's a story about 2 lions at the top of a hill, and they look down to see a field of gazelle grazing, and the younger lion says, why don't we run down and get one? And the older lion asks, why not walk down and get them all? What can I say, people? I've always been an old soul. I stepped in and we made our plans for one last day of movie watching before it was bon voyage. Then I excused myself and run to the nearest grocery store and grab all the root beer and Doritos and dip and American candy I can find and rush to the counter and pull out my secret weapon. A food stamp card. God damn, $18? Paper or plastic, they ask. I think about it. Then go with paper, just in case they're up on the new laws, so I look progressive and mature. Yeah. So back to business. Getting pieces for Reese's. We'd watch The Grinch and Seabiscuit and Cinderella Man and stuff, then head back to the room. And we lay in the middle of the floor, touching and rubbing each other for hours. It was easily the greatest finger sex orgy of my entire life. Let me just put it that way. Legs and Pillow Chest had retired to their beds. And after my many suggestions, we finally, it's me, Ms. Lecter, and my father, would finally make it into her bottom bunk together. It's on, damn it, it's on. I check my pockets, make sure I ain't puncturing my packaging and all this ruckus. I'm good. Let's go. I'm ready to thank the heavens, my dad for passing down the equipment, the academy, everybody. And just then, much to my surprise, she won't touch me. She won't kiss me back. She won't even talk to me. I ask, why? And she responds, well, I don't want to say it. I don't like to whisper. So we go outside. She hesitates, then presses, well, at some point, I just began wishing it was him instead of you. It's funny how we never mentioned a him before. People, I care not about failure, but rather finding one person who's dumb enough not to be as stupid as everybody else. And then, I'm in there for life.